What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Tuesday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. Had an excellent MLB night last night. Cashed everywhere. Prize Picks, Yahoo, FanDuel, the three FanDuel lineups, Hybrid, Cash, and GPP all crushed. Hybrid got over 200, Cash got over 200. This was one of the tickets that was sent to me, 7.5x on return on investment, so that's always a great night. Some other guys cashed out really well. So let's do that again tonight. NBA, was really, really good after that Celtics-Bucks game, and then I had DeAnthony Melton everywhere, as a lot of people did, and he didn't even get a fantasy point. He got like half a point, got hurt. Really sunk our ship. That was a really, really tough thing to handle. It seems like that's been happening a lot in these NBA playoffs where guys just absolutely, dud more than usual, get under 10 points. Melton was a great value play yesterday with Ja Morant being out. It just didn't really end up working out for us. But MLB was awesome. Let's get on the NBA train tonight. Another 2-game slate. We're always, a night away from taking down anything for NBA, especially on a 2-game slate. I got a Guru credit special going, $10 at the shop. You get a $5 bonus, which is an extra 25 Guru credits. So take advantage of that today. Plenty of action to get going here. MLB has a 12-game main slate tonight. In this video, I'm going to give you guys a pitcher, actually 2 pitchers, 2 infield, 2 outfield value plays. No rain to worry about on this 12-game slate, which is always awesome. Like this video, make sure you're subscribed, and let's get after it. Let's have another huge MLB night. So for a pitcher, I like Aaron Nola. I think 9,700 is a fine price on him. He's really the best pitcher here on this slate value-wise. You got Justin Verlander in Minnesota. He can always get a bunch of points, but I like Nola for almost 1,000 cheaper than Verlander. He's got a better matchup in Seattle, a nice low over/under, and Nola has been going well lately. Last 3 games, he's gone 7, 6, and 7 innings, 52, 40, and 43 fantasy points. So he's rolling. His strikeouts are there, 9, 9, and 7. I like this matchup a lot for Aaron Nola. This price is fine. So definitely a guy I'm looking at for cash games. If you want to get a little cheaper here, save some money, Alex Wood at 8,200, $1,500 cheaper is also a great play. He's a favorite at home. We all know San Francisco is a pitcher's ballpark, and Alex Wood, he had a really slow start to the season, hence the 4.3 ERA. And he didn't have a great game a couple games ago, but he's pretty good. He doesn't give up a lot of runs. Usually at 8,200, he really only needs like 25 fantasy points, and he's averaging that on the year. He's coming off of a pretty strong outing in a really, really tough environment in Los Angeles against the Dodgers. 5 innings, 7 strikeouts. Other than that game against Washington a couple of starts ago, he's been hitting value every game, and this is a nice, comfortable matchup at home against the Rockies, who don't really have a lot of great bats, seeing as they've gotten rid of Trevor Story and Nolan Arenado, and Chris Bryant is also on the shelf. So Wood doesn't have much competition to face tonight. I think he's in a pretty good spot, and Vegas likes him as well. For the bats here, let's look at Salvador Perez as a nice cheap play at catcher here, 2,800. A little bit of a slow start for him offensively, but we all know how great of a hitter he is. Hit a bunch of home runs last year. He's got a great matchup in Texas against the lefty Martin Perez. Perez, he's been pitching unusually really well lately. I don't see that continuing. Perez doesn't have a good average right now, but he's really starting to get hot. Multi-hit games in the last 3 games, back-to-back games with doubles. The power numbers are going to start getting there. He does have 5 home runs. It's good to see him hitting for contact over these last 3 games. So this is a nice value spend down here at 2,800 on a guy like Salvador Perez, who is starting to heat up at the plate. For the infield, for my second infield play, the Mets maybe my favorite team to stack tonight, value-wise and matchup-wise. Patrick Corbin, we all know, is just really bad nowadays. He's really not going to stay in the league much longer. He used to be really good on the Diamondbacks. He was a promising lefty, and he just gets shelled night in and night out. 0-5 record to start this year, 7.16 ERA. Vegas loves the Mets tonight. I love the Mets. JD Davis confirmed batting 5th here tonight, righty-lefty matchup. He's been, going well, 3-game hitting streak. And the Mets, like I was saying, expected to score a lot of runs. 2,500 is a nice cheap price on JD Davis. He's going to allow you to spend up in other positions tonight. Another outfield play here, Luis Robert. I love this guy as a player. 3,600 just isn't enough. I think he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's an absolute stud. You think of the White Sox and you think Tim Anderson, Jose Abreu. I think Luis Robert's their best player. Not that Anderson and Abreu aren't great players. I think Luis Robert's even better, though. He's more of a $4,000 player. We had him last night on FanDuel on Prize Picks, and he did not disappoint. He only went 1 for 4, but he got 6 at-bats. He got on by walking twice, scored both times, got a hit. 15 points, that's all you're going to need. That just shows the kind of player that Luis Robert is, that he can get 15 fantasy points just going 1 for 4. He can also steal bases, too. He's a fast runner, and he'll probably be hitting in the heart of this White Sox lineup. They got a good matchup against Cal Quantrill. They're decent favorites here in one of the bigger over-unders on the slate. It seems like this year, 8.5 over-unders are big totals outside of Coors Field. There just haven't been a lot of runs to start this year. A majority of these games see 7.5 over-unders. I've even seen a lot, not a lot, but more than usual, 6.5 over-unders. Those used to never be a thing, and now they seem to be a big thing this year. I'm pretty sure this White Sox game has an 8 over-under, which is one of the higher ones on tonight's slate. Luis Robert's a good play at 3,600. Then my last play, for the same reasons as JD Davis, I might end up putting 4 Mets in my cash lineups tonight. Mark Canha batting second, absolutely demolishes lefties. He was a lefty masher on the Athletics, and the Mets brought him over to the East Coast to do the same thing, and he's been doing that. 297 average. His power numbers are going to start getting going. He's not even really an everyday player. He certainly doesn't bat second when a righty's pitching, but when a lefty's pitching, he's really going to get released, and I think this is a great play at 2,600. He should have a great chance at crushing his value tonight and hitting Patrick Corbin. That'll sum up today's video, guys. Like this video, make sure you're subscribed. Let's have another huge night, and let's find a nice rhythm for NBA. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I'm signing off. See ya.